our panel, DJ El Camino. Come on over here, man.
Hey.
I discovered this dude at Jack in the Box.
Oh, yeah? What's your order?
Jumbo Jack with cheese.
Jumbo Jack?
I was just getting in the zone.
Well, we have tonight DJ El Camino.
Hey.
We have an incredible, impeccable MC, the one and only Daylyt. And then we have Dog Pound's official DJ. You have, I mean,
who he haven't worked with though.
Man, for real.
Damn. Over there.
You don't work with every damn body. You have DJ Cell. What's up, my gentlemen?
God damn it, what's going on? God damn it.
Well, I really want to start with what the purpose of tonight is. This month on January 20th, which we celebrate the DJs. And to me, celebrating the DJs who often get pushed to the side or in the background, and often, you just really recognize them for their work, whatever they do. They can expand into production, in some cases like DJ Pooh, into movies and everything else. But what is it about the DJ that's so important to the MC? Who want to start that off? MC?
Well, I actually come from a whole different era of MCing. You feel me? Like I come from the battle rap era where it ain't even no DJ at all. Yeah. So I can't really speak on that. You feel me? Like, and I'm just now getting into the rap side. So, but one thing I do know is since I've been doing shows and the tours and stuff, a DJ is very important.
Vital.
Like when I first, when I was on tour with Lupe, it's crazy story. I told this story a couple of times, but when I first got on tour with Lupe, I didn't even have a DJ. I didn't even know that I even needed a DJ. Right. So I hit the stage, and like I'm just thinking the music was gonna cut on. Before you know it, I'm looking at Lou on the sideline like, Lou like, nigga, where your DJ? I'm like, I didn't. Nigga, so Lou DJ 00 came out and was like, nigga, where your music? I'm like, it's right here. So pretty much like I learned, but actually having a DJ that like you like eye to eye with, it's kind of like basketball. You know what I mean? Your 1-2 man, like it's important. You feel me? You got to know when to look over your shoulder. That mean cut the record. You feel me? He got to know the music. He got to hit the alley. It's like it's important. It's very, very like I learned that just the last couple of years, like having a DJ, especially like your DJ, not just anybody. Your DJ is important. It's extremely important.
Well, speaking of,
yes, your quarterback. It's really your quarterback, like for real.
Yeah. I mean, we have right here the quarterback of them all. Let me just go down the list.
Save him for last.
Okay, let's save Sal for last.
Going through his
I know, right?
Oh shit, here we go.
Okay, so DJ El Camino, who really, really, truly wanted to be a part of this panel. What is the importance of the DJ?
I mean, the DJ is the backbone. You know what I mean? I mean. You love to hear the story again and again, but, if you go all the way back, there wouldn't be hip-hop without the DJ. The DJ is the foundation.
First.
You know what I mean?
First.
Before anything.
Before
Before
words, right? Before rapping, right?
Before rapping, Before someone picked up a mic, you had to have people there to dance in the first place.
That's what Capri was saying. Shout out to Capri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then... the quarterback superstar of them all. Let me just go through all of
I'm
this.
still working up to that.
Not by this list.
You got a resume.
None of it fake.
Okay, so let's go through this list, Mr. Quarterback. You've been on several teams, but your current team corrupted the Dog Pound. The Dog Pound with Daz and Corrupt.
Legends.
The Federation.
Yes, Bay Area shout out.
Yeah. Cat Williams,
yes,
D. Ray Davis,
yes, family,
Razkaz,
family,
legend.
The One Generation, which was Corrupt.
First Generation.
First Generation, which is MC8.
Legends.
MC8.
King T, Gangsta, J.O. Felony.
Legends. J.O. Legend.
Battle Cat, Sir Jinx,
Legends.
The Chill, Warren G.
Legends.
Rich Boy, The Alcoholics,
Family,
Cam,
Legends.
Compton's Most Wanted, Exhibit, Tosh, Cedric Sabalos, Like,
Yeah.
come on, it keeps on going.
Cedric Ceballos, Lakers.
Man, DJ Quick, Yuck Mouth, Silky Fine, Miss Toy, Roscoe. Gosh, it keeps Badass.
Oh yeah, you the man.
And then wait, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Eminem.
Yeah, you the man.
Wait.
I did the tours
This
with
nigga
those
got a couple of
gentlemen.
pages. She
With
flipped the
those
page.
other three
like-
guys, Dog, Eminem,
And then you just
Cube was
did
in
the
tours
Puff Puff
for
Pass tour.
Yeah.
Man, when I read it, I was like, how long? How long you been doing this? Quarterback?
In the game, almost 25. DJing in the game, about 23.
Damn.
Wow.
That's fire.
Well, yeah, something like that, because I came in like 94, 95.
Yeah.
Yeah. Working
And
behind the
you
scenes.
know firsthand what the importance of the DJ is to the MC. So
Oh,
from
yeah.
your perspective as the DJ, what is your part? What role do you play? What's the most important part of this process?
Being the MC as well, because the music we're playing it for the MC.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like Daylyt said, you got to be hands-on. When you look back, you got to know them cue points that the MC is giving. Music all day. That's you. You put the playlist together, run it back with your team,
Yeah.
and then you go.
Well, I know with the
Wow.
team, man.
Keeping the
Wait,
party jumping.
Yeah, it's critical. Even
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Even since I've been doing the music side, like understanding the importance of a DJ and understanding like DJs that know what's up and DJs that don't know what's up. So, you know, it got a lot to do with like before you hit the stage, what the DJ play to get them ready for you.
Right.
You feel
Exactly.
me? Like it be critical things. You feel me? They got like for example, like I seen this happen and it happened to me before. It was like, you know, I got like a more slower paced intro where I'm like, you know, I'm a rapper, but like I was performing somewhere and a dude playing like super cheap keef shit before I performed. You feel me? And it's like you got their mind somewhere else before I hit the stage. You get what I'm saying? Versus like, okay, he's a rapper. Let me take y'all back to the real rap shit. Let me play some Talib Kweli. Let me get y'all ready for what he about to do.
Exactly.
And that shit is important. So, you know, I feel like having the right DJ to know that. Like, it's up to the DJ to change the perspective of the crowd. Like, the mentally, the perspective of the crowd is up to the DJ.
I
It's
mean,
like
we went
important.
to an event where we were going there to see, we were going to see Wu-Tang, right? Were you there that night? Well, anyways, Wu-Tang was performing.
I don't think I was there that
Wu-Tang
night.
was performing, and they had someone go on before them. That was terrible. Like the music,
And that's the thing. It probably
it was
wasn't
like-
even terrible. It's just you
it was
wasn't
my
there
mindset.
for that.
Yeah, my mindset wasn't ready for that.
You wasn't there for that.
And it wasn't them. It wasn't
wasn't-
part of them. It was just another act before that came on, and I was prepared because Armin came on. That's the night that I really got to know Armin.
Yeah, I fuck with Armin.
Yeah, and then this group comes on after Armin, and I'm just like, who? Wait a minute. We were in another zone.
Y'all was in a whole nother mental, like,
Right.
musical world.
Yeah.
And then it just stopped everything. But of course, Wu-Tang just brought it right back home.
Yeah.
Well, there's
But-
DJs that'll do that, and they'll just play the top 10 songs
And that shit is
popular
horrible.
on radio.
Horrible. Anybody can do that.
And then
Just
right
open
before,
your
right
iTunes.
before, you know, Wu-Tang's supposed to come out. Or
You
something.
say you stepped in the game in '94. How'd you get in game? How'd you do it?
It's crazy. I've been knowing how to DJ since I was like 9, 10 years old. I've been in the game not even knowing it. My homeboy, one of the guys I grew up with, he worked at a record label, and I was DJing a party, and he happened to come to that party, and he was like, "Where you get your records from?" And I was like, "I buy them, this, and that, or whatever." And he was like, "Man, I work at this label. Call me. I can get you whatever records free." All right, cool. So like a day or two went by. I called him, but he wasn't there at the office. So I'm like, damn, all right, hung up. Walked to like the middle of the street, like, fuck that, I'm gonna see if they got some, I'm on the scooter.
It's fine, it's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
All right, well, fuck that. Let me go see if they,
Shit ass.
so I'm like, let me go see if they hiring or some shit. So I called them back and they hit me to the, on some real shit, they hit me to the word intern.
Yeah.
And they were like, come up here, holler at me. And this is the owner of PNP Records, which is Paul Stewart, which was associated with Loud Records at the time. So he's like, come holler at me. I went and hollered at him. First 6 months, I'm in there interning, started working. And the artist that was on that label needed to go to a convention back in the day. It was called the Gavin.
Oh,
in
wow.
Oakland.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Geez.
So, but me being working for that label, we had to go. But the DJ for a particular group that was performing, all of a sudden an emergency came up. So the owner was like, we got to find a DJ. All right, my homegirl, Mona Lisa, she was like, tell him you know how to DJ. I told him. He was like, come upstairs. Took me upstairs, played, showed him what I got, showed him what I got. He said, if they like how you DJ, you're going to be their permanent DJ, point blank. And I'm in 2019 now. and been through the list.
Yeah.
You in the game.
In other words, he do this very good.
Yeah.
In other words.
Yeah, I've been, again, you know, I've DJ'd every occasion, every situation. I guess what you call an all-around DJ, not just a club DJ, a house party DJ, or this, that. Learn to do it all, especially if you want to be in this game.
Yeah.
Because if you can't do it all, trust me, the next person know how to do everything and beyond.
Know how to DJ at wedding.
Man,
know how to DJ at quince.
You gotta know, like, man,
for real. Like, you gotta have.
You go, you gotta know your crowd.
For real.
Like Daylyt said, you gotta know that artist, and you gotta get that crowd ready for that particular artist.
Yeah.
So they don't come on, oh, we had a gangster rap show, but you got a real MC that's coming out. You got to get them on that real hip-hop shit real quick. Slide them away from that gangster shit. Put their mind on that hip-hop, because at the end of the day, the gangster rap is still hip-hop. Because that's where it came from, for those of you who is only calling it gangster rap, okay? God damn it. But, you know, you got to prepare the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he don't come out, oh, what the hell, woo, woo, woo. No, you was prepared. So when he come out, everything is, like, lovely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had a conversation over the weekend with an artist, and she said that what separates our show from a lot of the shows that they go to is that we have a DJ. Like, something as simple as a DJ, and in saying it speaks volumes to everyone else. Like, a DJ really knows how to play that music, make sure that the audience that's listening is pumped and ready to go. And so, you know, it was very important when we started the show that we really wanted to have that element of the show. And so, like, Il Camino, I have to commend you, man, because you dealing with me. And sometimes, you know, I'm all over the place, but I really do appreciate the fact that you've been with us, you build with us, and so, like, just tell us, like, you know, the audience, how is it like with you? Because you are like, it's not starting in the game, but you really have been like grinding, like going to events, doing all this kind of thing. What is your experience as a DJ? Because yours is quite different from DJ Cell.
No, and the funny thing is that the things that Cell is talking about, you know, I know those references. I know that world because I first started back in the day. You know, DJing is hard. If you didn't get on at as an intern or in a record pool, you were buying all your own records.
Right.
You're the only one lugging your equipment places. You don't have, you know, other people around you to help you out.
Right.
You know, it's very easy to get discouraged and get sidetracked. I was grinding back in the day, you know, doing my thing and doing small clubs and things like that, and went in another direction because I didn't think that was it. You know, recently I've, you know, found the error of my ways and got back on track, and now I'm really grinding hard at it. But when I met you and you told me that you were starting the show, I saw what you were trying to do. I believed in the show, you know what I mean, and I thought that I could come on and give it something special, you know, with my background from what I was doing before.
I want people to know, like, right before we came on, everybody was sitting here in the studio like, where in the fuck is this dude going? And then you just switched up on us, and it was just an incredible, like, that's what really is, you're teaching. You're a teaching DJ. Like, you tell people, you show the roots of where this music we hear today and where it comes from and where that sound comes from.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what you should be doing as a DJ. I mean, like, if you're DJing a club, you know, therethere's records that people want to hear and people want to get hyped, and you should be giving the people what they want. Don't just go up there and just play MF Doom, you know, for like 3 hours. You know, you should give the people what they want. But as a DJ, your job is to educate too. You know what I mean? So you should throw in those left turns. You should throw in those original samples. You should throw in those album cuts or those deep cuts or an artist that they don't know in between those things that, you know, they're asking for. That's important, you know, and that's something that's been lost with the way radio is now and the way radio programmers are. I mean, they used to just let the DJs play.
Right.
You know what I mean? On the radio, just just play whatever they want to play, and that's how I got exposed to it. That's how I ended up hearing like, okay, like I feel what they're doing, you know, I feel, you know, where they're going with this, and you don't hear that anymore.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's fortunate that we have opportunities in the podcast internet world that we're able to play what we want to play.
Right.
But also, like, you know, with Cell, your experience has been both sides of the coin. So we're going to talk about more about the both sides of the coin. I want to play something that everybody should know, and let's get into it, because this is Uncle Jam's Army.
What?
oh, wow.
Rest in peace, Roger. Clayton.
That's right.
Shout out Cotton, everybody.
Dollar free.
God damn it.
All right.
Jay Wizzle, when it What up, man? This is shit. Nigga was pop locking like a motherfucker off this shit. Motherfucker was pop locking like shit off this. He was getting it cracking.
This came on, the streets was lit, nigga. Cardboard start flying out of nowhere. Nigga, Adidas suit start popping up.
Nigga, this was the shit.
Bro, nigga used to be getting
You
it, bro.
couldn't pop, that meant you couldn't fight or nothing.
Bro, that was your whole street cred.
I moved that most man.
Baddest fighters was the poppers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. See, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, my cousins.
And all of them got hands.
Like, that was
Then they
the...
would leave the street, go up to Soul Train, and then they would go to Maverick Flat.
Oh.
That's when niggas used to pop off. Like, literally, like... What?
And then go outside and whoop your ass. Like, nigga, what?
Like, I got old footage of my cousins on Soul Train.
Pop off. Literally.
They were fucking nuts.
I used to hear all kinds of stories about Soul Train. Like, oh, wow. Like, shit. What up, Rock Man? What up, Rock?
Like, people need to know this. Like, it's
Yeah.
not...
That shit is like... They don't even...
Like, this is...
It's lost. Lost.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, too.
Lost.
You in a teaching game right now.
Oh, I'm trying, man. I'm trying, like, cause I'm like stuck. I'm in a weird era. Like, I'm not an old nigga or I'm not a young nigga. Like, I'm like dead in the middle. Like, so it's like I remember that and I see that and I'm just like,
And it's like this mashup of everything, and it's weird because you don't want to quite do all the way back, and you want to hold on to the past too, and then looking at you like, why? All right, we're gonna come back.
hey, yo.
I really think that there should be more DJ tracks associated with phones. Like, I feel like that's something that's been lost. What was the other DJ song that I'm on the request line? They're like,
Oh,
hey, can
shit.
hello, I'd like to speak with so-so.
Well, we were talking about.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that just went lost, like in the mixture, in the midst of, like, I guess they say hip hop changing now or whatever, but it's just a lot of stuff that's lost. Like, I don't even think like when they say hip hop, when they speak of hip hop today, like, that shit ain't even hip hop.
It means so many things.
It's like, well, I don't even want to say it's hip. I don't even know what, like.
Right, it's an undefinable thing. Like,
know,
at this
man.
point, it's like saying food.
Yeah,
like, you want to
like,
go eat at a restaurant? Okay, well,
like,
what kind? Like,
it's like rugby now. Like,
Right.
like y'all playing football, y'all playing soccer, like
cricket. Like, what is it?
What's
Yeah.
happening? Like I seen some people shooting dice with 5 dice. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on?
They might
Oh,
have-
that one, if I'm right, that's a New York one.
Bro, it's
That's
like
a New York-
5 dice.
that's how
I'm
New
like,
York-
that
hey,
sounds like Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know what's going on. That
Yeah,
nigga threw a Yu-Gi-Oh card down. I'm like, yo,
Oh,
what?
damn.
Yo,
Pokemon.
I've been in the house too
That is
long. Like,
cracking.
yo,
Well, before we left, I mean, come on. Well, first of all, shout out to all of the members, first generation, second generation of Uncle Jam's Army. We are your legacy. All of us here in the room, part of this culture. So shout out to all of you. And at the end of the show, I'm actually going to go through a list of names to make sure, because I mean, I got hit up, so like crazy. But
Make sure you say
before we
Punch
left,
Sign.
man,
Right.
okay. before we left, we were talking about the both sides of the coin of you going into, you have mainstream radio as experience, and then you also have like, the dash radio, the internet radio experience. What is, because this seems like they're on two different islands in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
What is your experience like? What's the benefits to being part of the mainstream, and how do you even get on it, first of all? And then the internet radio, how do they treat you? Like, because you've had this extensive, career.
Well, for me, I don't know. For me, I guess it was easy because people asked me to come.
Of course.
They just asked me to come, hey, come be a guest, and I'll come be a guest and do what I was asked to do, and they like it. Come back again,
Right.
And that's how, become a regular. But for me, I say to me it's the same because mainstream, just like he said, you get a playlist of like maybe 100, 200 records. Me, they show me that, I pay no attention to it. They had a thing called a gimme record, which you was able to play any records you want outside of that list once an hour. Give y'all some game. This is some old school game, okay?
That makes some sense.
But yeah, that's why you heard some,
right.
certain pockets, But anyway, I didn't pay attention to none of that. I played what I want. They never complained. So I kept playing what I wanted.
Right.
Only thing that messed me up was I have to play clean.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that
another
messed me up.
thing.
I
Clean,
love
like the
original
clean era,
cussing. If you're not cussing, then just do the record without you cussing, period.
Yeah.
And let that be the main record, but make it dope, period. Because a lot of radio versions of records are not really it.
Well, the clean era, when I talk about the clean era, because there was a time where, music could be just played.
Yeah.
And whatever it was.
Right.
What happened to the MC at that point where they're like, we have to regulate this, because you were during a time when it was really regulated, like the slap of the, the warning label on everything.
NWA days, man.
Yeah, so what was it like for like the MCs then? Like, were they nervous online? What was happening at that point in time?
Well, they were scared to be themselves because they was afraid they was gonna be pushed out. Just out of nowhere. Just at the end of the day, you're supposed to be yourself and just make the record. Don't worry about what they say. That's why we're here today.
Yeah.
If NWA didn't do what they did, we wouldn't be here. Public Enemy didn't do what they did, we wouldn't be here. For a lot of different people, we wouldn't be here today. We're 40, almost 45 years in, 50 years in this game, and we were supposed to only be in 10, 15 years in the game. But look, now, we're the number one music.
We are pop culture.
Period. We're beyond rock and roll, and rock and roll has been number one up until last year or the year before? Yeah. Now, number one, you can't play anything without hearing some kind of rap record, period. Yeah. Period.
You start seeing rappers get into the Hall of Fame.
Man, and that's a beautiful thing. That shows you where we came from. You know what I mean? Again, people like NWA, people like Public Enemy, if they didn't kick them walls, man.
Yeah, we wouldn't be in there at all.
Yeah, now we can say whatever we want. And now the social media, internet is out. Now you can really do it and do it your way. Yeah. But people like E40 still made it cool to where you can still be a part of the old school game and still say what you want and be what you want and sell it your way and this and that. You know what I mean?
So like now with with DJs, I remember a time with the DJ they just put their mix out on the street. They would sell it and whatever they had to do, to make it happen. And now physical copies have become the selling. It's just selling. It's outselling streaming services.
Thank you. Can we get some horns? Listen,
you've been preaching it for a long time.
I've been trying to tell my following they lie.
Yeah.
Physical copies, actual physical CDs, outsell streams and everything, bro. I've been trying to tell you.
And not only
vinyl is outselling.
Except for A Boogie with the hoodie.
It's over for A Boogie.
Yes.
My man,
so
like,
800.
I would like to see cut. I would totally like to see with the DJs. Is there ever going to be like a moment where they go back to, I'm gonna put this whole CD of music out and sell it? Is there a point in time where there's gonna be that moment that's gonna come back to that?
I'd like to do that. I mean,
yeah, it's just what you're gonna accept and what you're not gonna accept.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it, because they still do it.
Yeah,
they still do it.
I think it's all narrative. Right? I think it's all based on what's being pumped in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, evidently, CDs outsell everything still to this day,
yeah.
right? But it's not being shown by none of the major sites.
No, you can look it up. It's really simple. I don't understand why people can't. I mean, Google everything else.
Yeah.
So
people, look, I'm gonna say one of the wildest quotes, and I've said this numerous times: smartphones made people dumb.
Man, say it again.
Wait.
Never stop saying it.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Smartphones made people dumb in numerous ways. I say that. It's like, you remember, like, before we had phones, like, we knew how to get places?
What?
Without MapQuest, without...
Nothing.
Just make a left on Crenshaw. When you drive up El Segundo, make a left on Crenshaw. Remember, like, you just knew how to get places.
There's a dude hanging out at the gas station with no shirt.
Now you can't drive a couple of blocks without putting in GPS. Like, it's an average person.
Wait, I'm gonna fuck your head up even more. What about before we had the phones, when you had to remember everybody's number?
Yeah.
You remember the mother,
like,
the auntie, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the neighbor. Man, now you can't even remember your own number.
It's so crazy that I still remember everybody's number from back there. Like, family members, aunties, I
remember certain ones,
you feel
too.
Like certain ones, 788, certain ones you like, that's Uncle So-and-so number.
Yep.
Like, they ain't going up, bro.
My grandmother's been gone since 2011, rest her soul, and I know her number.
By heart. You know by heart.
Yeah.
So I just feel like we just in that era where, like, it's crazy that how do people not know stuff when we have... Google is like God. Google has answers to everything.
Well, people act like they don't have to remember anything because they know they can Google it. And that goes for
everything.
everything.
Yeah, people don't even use it. Like we in an era where information is accessible, like, more than has ever been.
Right.
Like, you feel me? You don't have to walk to a library. Library in your hand now.
The world's
You feel me?
smallest encyclopedia.
And people don't even utilize it. So with that being said, just going back to the music and the album sales, like, I feel like it, like what you were saying, will it ever come to where people selling their mix or what? It would take for, like, a mainstream rapper to say this is what it is, like a super big rapper that they pushing,
like Daylyt.
Pretty much. I'm trying. Like, I wouldn't even consider myself mainstream. I'm like right in the middle. You feel me? I'm like I teeter both worlds.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
because you're like a Tech 9, but then you're still Nipsey.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm in both worlds. But nah,
you up there, knock it off.
No. But that's the thing. Like, I get invited to all the big shit. I'm in all the big shit. But, like, I'm not. Like, I don't have no radio hits. You feel me? Like, I don't have no Grammys. I don't have no platinum. I don't have nothing. But they got me in a label with all the big motherfuckers. So it's like, it's weird. Like, but yeah, it would take for, like, one of these super big artists to say, you know what? My album only coming out on CD.
Or cassette.
Or whatever. You feel me? You can't get my music unless you buy the CD. That's it. And people gonna be like, "Oh, that's the new trend.
That would be hard.
That's the new wave. We back on that."
I think, like, you know,
like I
think Cypress Hill's close to that.
Like, I just spoke on that. Like, I was just telling, like, I was telling my fans and like a lot of up and coming artists, like, about CDs and how everybody be sending me their SoundClouds, and I'm like, bro, I don't care about that, bro. Like send me your CD, bro, or like show me a video you in the street hustling.
I have CDs for stacks in my car.
Look, I just went to Hawaii. I was live on my gram, live in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking up the street. A dude like, yo, Daylyt, yo, what's up, G? Hey, G, I'm selling my CD. How much? 20. Oh, I bought it ASAP.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't even care if it's good. I bought it. You out here selling your CDs. Yo, how many CDs you sell an hour? Man, I sell about 20 CDs an hour.
That's all yours.
Bro, you niggas out here talking about, Daylyt, check out my SoundCloud.
Free.
You crazy, bro. He don't even have an Instagram, and he in the street moving units. Man make about $1,500 a day selling CDs in Hawaii.
That's crazy.
You know what?
Profit.
I feel like even if you put out, like, flash drives
with
your music,
bro.
you know what I'm saying, with
like
your logo on it, in a little bundle with the some stickers and a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna even go deeper than that. Like, and this is, my mind always somewhere else. So I start thinking, voice, right? How could they muzzle us, right? And right now, all we got, most of our leaders that in our community, most of our leaders are artists. We don't have Malcolm X's, we have artists now, and everybody is following artists, right? So I start thinking, how can they control the audio, right? So I said, boom, they got everybody with digital music. First, it was hard copies. If you got hard copies, you got hard copies. It's yours. You feel me? You could burn a CD, duplicate with it. But now they got everybody digital. So let's just say this. Let's say to the up-and-coming artists. Let's say if you never printed a physical copy or nothing physical, and all your music is on a computer or online, what happens when they cut the switch? Because they can do that. Mm-hmm. What happens when they go, internet down?
Right.
Where your music?
Lost.
Right.
Right.
Gone.
And that's the root of the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're at.
Wow.
That's why vinyl will never die. You know what I'm saying?
Get your
Like,
shit on vinyl
Analog.
or something
Yeah.
or something
No
physical.
digital.
Yeah.
Something physical.
because even CDs,
they can scratch and it's little.
well, or they have software that can pick up on it that can recognize certain songs like you use this sample,
Yeah.
But if you have your shit on vinyl,
Vinyl,
you have your
you
shit
good
on
to go.
analog, it'll live
Don't gotta
forever.
worry about
Yeah.
nothing.
Man, I just look at it like paintings. You feel me? When you got your shit on a vinyl or a tape, it's kind of like it's a physical item. It's something that could hold on to. You could be passed down
Right.
generations. You feel me? You could frame. It's a lot of things that come from that, and I feel like that form of art is lost.
Well,
People are scared to do the footwork.
That's
Yeah.
it. But
so at this point, you could have vinyl, but is there an end right now to the crate divers?
The crate divers,
no,
like the beat diggers.
Yeah.
I just left Jamla with Night Wonder.
Oh.
I just left Night Wonder, and like I said, when you so caught up in social media, you tend to forget things and you think certain things ain't happening no more. When I say this was probably one of the most hip hop spots I ever been to in my life, I'm talking about hip hop. Like
Right.
it was
Real.
crates of records, like multiple producers in each room just passing records, mixing, chopping. I was like, this is hip hop.
Yeah.
You know it was hip hop when there's a
That's
piece of
like
cardboard
utopia.
leaned up against the wall. I'm like, oh yeah.
And we talked about
It's
peace,
real.
like this is peace. Is
Right.
that peace?
Yeah, I think that was it for me. Like I was
Yeah.
kind of like, this is what it means
What
to
is
be like a
peace?
rapper. Like this is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it was. What people they were sampling, like to literally watch Night Wonder like find a sample, chop it up, to make. I was just like, this is fucking hip hop. Like this what it is. I just feel like that era is not being promoted mainstream because they got an agenda. They most definitely want to be able to like delete the music when they get time.
Yeah. Well, I will say this, like, with Cell and El Camino, you guys have a responsibility. And I'm sorry, but
Don't be sorry.
it's heavy. It's heavy because
It
you have
is.
you have a whole lot of weight on your shoulders because I'm looking around at like all these albums that we have here in this room. This is where it's a history of our people. When what you put out there, the music you put out there, the albums that you put out, it's a musical way of putting our history out there.
Yeah.
And people they gravitate towards it. We're the most popular music in the world. We are pop culture. We are hip hop. We are everything. And do you feel the weight? Like when you get on that stage and there might be a skip or there might be something wrong, or in your case, because you work with Dub C as well. Like, is there ever a moment like, am I messing up now? Do I feel weight behind all of this,
My
the
music too
responsibility?
low.
I've come across that shit really every night.
Yeah.
I really do. I come across that every night. But again, you got to know what you're doing and take it serious and adjust to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Period.
Wow.
I feel like you should always feel that. The moment that you don't, then you're not pushing it forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, especially because somebody can grab a laptop and be a DJ, you know what I mean, and let the software mix for them, and
And just fake what this.
and just fake
it.
I mean, you couldn't do that back in the day. You at least had to be able to mix and stand at the turntables and do at least that part of it. But
Right.
with that option nowadays and people gravitating towards that being the definition of a DJ, the pressure is on even more to really represent it for what it really is. So,
Right.
I'm ready to rise to the occasion.
And I'm gonna tell you this, being a DJ is not doing what he said, just grabbing your laptop and playing the top 40.
Say that again.
It's not grabbing your laptop and playing the top 40 records you hear on the radio, because there's way more records than 40. Exactly. Not only that, it's not what you play, it's how you play.
Order, all that.
Come on, man. It's not what you play, it's how you play it. Transition. Look at the crowd. Do all that. I've seen so many DJs don't even lift their heads up.
Yeah. Right, shit. You kind of like an artist back there too.
Man,
hands up,
right.
Let's go. You
gotta do all that.
Yeah.
You can't just let the record go. Come on, keep the people going. Keep the people going. Hey, say your mama ain't shit. Do something. But at the same time, again, it's your transition. It's not what you play. It's how you play it.
Well, we are wrapping up the end of the night, and I wanna go through a few names, and you tell me what they, just react to this. Roger Clayton